All right, looks like we're live. This is part 2 of the Frank Monday Live Drive Jive Archive. I am your host, Frank Monday, broadcasting to you out of Beijing, China. The belly of the heaven, the belly of the celestial dragon, blasting into your headsets like a intercontinental ballistic missile, a nuclear boogeyman hiding under your bed, sneaking up on you in the dark of night. How are you out in Happy Land this morning? Little shout out to Zuckerberg, that nefarious zombie cyborg on his platform Mugbook. The fact that I'm able to live stream anywhere is just amazing to me. Are we live? Are we live? It's live television. All right, y'all, I'm at Parked at a Light. Today we have beautiful weather. Just really gorgeous, bright, sunny, clean air. Well, I don't know how clean it really is, but it looks clear. Clear skies. Got some tall German guy over here on his bicycle. Why is it always Germans with their funny shoes riding their professional 10-speed bicycles? I thought the whole bicycle craze would fall out of popularity when that one guy got testicular cancer. What was his name? Lance Armstrong, the long distance bicyclist. I thought every man on the planet would be like, God bless, I ain't gonna ride that silly bicycle no more. My man Lance Armstrong got testicular cancer. That you know, that can't be no kind of fun right there. That shit ain't cute. You got to keep the old fellas down there in good shape. Speaking of the fellas and keeping them in good shape, you guys know the routine. Yeah, we'll not talk about that this morning. But what we will talk about is spiritual development and sports in assisting one in one's spiritual development, especially in the springtime. It's super helpful to get out there and do some sports and strengthen the body a little. Also, while my son was playing basketball yesterday, I spent a fair amount of time, maybe 20 minutes, off to the side and doing some basic kung fu practices, some kicks, little tiger carries the ball, wave hands, etc. And it's nice. I felt good. We had such a horrible week last week of heavy saturated pollution all the way up till Friday. It finally started to break, and by Saturday morning we had a good breeze going through, clear skies, and so much of Sunday was clear and nice. And then maybe a little overcast that evening, but Sunday all day long, good looking weather. It rained Saturday night whilst I slept, and slept I did, man. Dreamland activity was off the chart. We had all kinds of stuff going on in Dreamland. I need to put some cream on my face, man. My face is getting dried out. We have got pretty dry conditions here in Beijing. We are very close to an arid desert. I believe it's called the Gobi. Is it the Gobi over here in China? The heck, man, I need to check my map. I haven't checked my geography in a while. So, yeah, so we typically have fairly arid climate. We are getting super close to the office now. Rudolf Steiner, I've been listening to him over the weekend. Who else? Oh, John Levy, Jon dash, first name Jon, last name Levi, Levi. John Levi. He dropped a new video on Sunday night here, Sunday morning for you guys out in the States. That's really worth watching. So get over there and check out John Levi's latest video. And if you do, leave a comment in the comments section and tell him that Frank Monday sent you. That's important. It's important to support smaller creators who do a really good job. He drops one 20 to 30 minute video per week, typically on Sundays. I've been watching his channel for, I don't know, probably less than a year. Kind of became a lockdown 2020 guilty pleasure. His grand theory and narrative is that the main narrative, the mainstream narrative that we've learned is vastly erroneous. And there's a good quote by him. If folks act as if they already know, then that limits their thinking. I can't remember the exact way he said it, but it's, you know, it's a reiteration of all great wisdom that you should not try to put yourself in a state of I know, but rather in a state of I'm learning and I don't know, and there are many mysteries yet to be uncovered. Okay, let's see if we got the action here, if these guys are gonna do it. Yeah, it looks good. I think it looks good. Wow, man. Everybody's behind the truck. It is a, we got about 20 dudes on bicycles. And when I say bicycles, I mean scooters or mopeds. Cruising around, trying to dominate the road right there. So we are heading up Plum Blossom Lane. And we're behind a industrial truck, which is fine with me because I am well ahead of the clock and I can take it easy. You got to watch it on Plum Blossom Lane. These guys are driving like they're Tennesseans. It's funny, human beings, people in similar conditions and situations, they will behave similarly. And folks always act like city folks, mainstream media guys and stuff out in the big cities, they act as if country folks are bananas. But you take anybody, a city folk, and put them in the country, they will adapt to the country style and patterns pretty quickly, because that's the way it is. The conditions set the parameters. But at the same time, the one thing I believe you should do is hold true to yourself and your original spirit of curiosity and creativity and childlike wonder at the world. I think I've been fairly virtuous in doing that, in holding true to my original nature. It required some wiliness on my part in the beginning days, distancing myself from too much indoctrination of any kind, really, and just getting out there and learning it on my own a lot of times. And a good example from my last video is that you can spend 40 years trying to ollie, and if you don't know the correct technique for ollieing, then you will not get very far. I'll tell you true, man. hundreds of hours, thousands of hours spent ineffectively, ineffectually practicing ollies, that maybe now that I know the correct technique, my ollies will get good fast. And they did. Once I implemented some of those superior techniques to ollieing, and it's so funny, man, like I watched it on videos year after year and just couldn't make the connection, couldn't make the mental breakthrough for some reason. And all it took was meeting up with that dude yesterday and about 20-30 minutes of diligently listening to what he was saying about the correct ollie technique, and abandoning myself of thinking, hey, you've practiced ollies 40 years, you know how to ollie. Which I did, you know, I could ollie up a curb and stuff like that, but my technique wasn't solid. And I'm glad that now I've got the correct mental attitude for getting a good ollie done, and it's exciting. It makes me want to grab my stick right now and knock out 50 ollies just for fun. And whether they're good or bad, just get them knocked out. Because next up, you know, it's going to be tray flips and kick flips and ollie 180, backside and front side to the grind. And once I get my grinds wired in again on the mini ramp, fun times. All right, guys, we are out of time for this morning for your live drive jive archive, live at 5 with Frank Monday, Beijing, China, baby. Looking good today. Got nothing negative to, oh my God. There's some American dude, at least maybe a Russian, I don't know, it looks American. He's out in shorts and a t-shirt, riding his scooter. Can't beat it, bro. He looks all suntanned, like he's looking for the beach. Bro, you're a little bit far from the beach. About 12,000 miles from any decent beach. Think he had on flip-flops. Bananas. I respected the guy in Chinese military garb more than that asshat back there, but whatever, to each his own. I love y'all good-looking, happy people. As above, so below, into the abodes of the future. And it says finish broadcast, but you and I both know DJ over at Dark Journalists is behind the scenes working hard to uncover the story. Until we meet again, peace out. I'm not gonna say that, I can't say that, that's terrible. I'll never finish that way. Peace out is not my expression. Love, light, and peace and Tao. Hail the horned gods and the celestial dragon.